Try not to laugh at my own stupid joke. Welcome, Finny Fin Fin guys. Okay, I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore.
Guys.
I was thinking of fins because we're sharks.
Oh.
It was really
Shark brain.
stupid. It was a lot funnier in my head. But that's gonna be the opening there. All right, so we'll start off with meme of the week. So this week was really tough because Lemon was very adamant about his meme. Uh, it's not a bad meme. We won't deny that, so don't worry. So I'll describe the first meme of the week. So we have a two-parter. So the first one, the caption is "This man just ended racism." It is a TikTok that was shared on Instagram because, of course, it was. Um, it is called no, it is by Cooter Ranch. So we'll probably include that as well as the Instagram handle. But it's this. It looks like a donut worker. I don't know where exactly, but it's all the donut holes. He's like pointing all of them, and it's like see all the different shades of brown and everything, and it's like it shows that we're all the same, but we're just a little bit different. And there's no separation of people or anything. That he looks over, and there's a bunch of the chocolate donut holes in a bag by themselves. He quickly looks away. Take the joke with a grain of salt. It's supposed to be soft humor. And then Lemon, if you would like to describe the second meme of the week.
This one has to involve the Avatar: The Last Airbender. So there, on the left side, you have the monk who's like crying. He's like, "No, you can't unlock all your chakras. You have to let go and all that." Is like crying. And so on the right, we have like this really buff, manly-looking Aang. Be like, "Haha, War Tribe girl." That was super funny. Just seeing Aang look like that, and also just like that's pretty much how it went. He's just like, "Ha, screw you. I'm gonna do what I want."
Yeah.
I will admit, I think we've shown you them, Lemon, the terminal montage videos. And I'm thinking of the Breath of the Wild one where Link eats his food and he gets super buff. I just think that'd
Yeah.
be super hilarious to see Aang like that.
Oh yeah.
It's just like a small head and a huge muscle body.
Pretty much,
All right,
yeah.
all right. We'll make the share. Do you share those?
Yeah, that first one actually reminds me of while I was on break at work, they were showing Impractical Jokesters, whatever. You know that show?
Oh, it's like the four guys.
Yeah, they had to play pranks. One of them, they had to serve ice cream, and they had to do whatever the other ones told them. So one of them said, "Hey, I'll go out and do it again," and the other said, "Okay, I'm going to be really hard on you though." So they went out, and a black guy came in. He said, "Okay, ask him. Okay, tell him. Let me guess, chocolate, right?" The guy
Oh, that's so bad.
Oh no.
Yeah. The guy
Oh
just
no.
stopped and started laughing. And the
Oh,
black guy's like, What's wrong? And he says, I just lost.
oh, okay. So the guy that was trying to do the joke was just couldn't hold it in.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, he couldn't say it. He couldn't bring himself to say it.
I'm kind of glad he did it. I don't know what would happen.
Oh, yeah.
That's really funny though. All right, thanks for those. We'll go on with the first topic. We did not really discuss what we normally kind of do a quick synopsis to each other before we record what we're going to do. But we didn't this time, so there's kind of a surprise. So we'll see how this goes. So I'll start off first. So we'll see how you guys deal with this topic. It's kind of just kind of popped up to me. So just off the top of your heads, what would you guys um, say real life history, not medieval fantasy or anything like that? What like civilization kind of had like the most hardcore history?
Hmm.
So if you want, I can say mine first and kind of give you guys an idea.
Yeah, sure.
I was thinking the Mongols when Genghis Khan was in charge.
Oh, yeah.
Record.
Yeah. Um, of just his, I guess, rampage in a sense. Like countries feared him.
Yeah, did you know they invented biological warfare?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were first
Oh, didn't they
because they
like throw
gathered
dead
together.
bodies?
Yeah, they gathered together plague victims and catapulted them over the walls.
Yeah, super intense guys.
Oh yeah, like Genghis Khan killed a prisoner by pouring molten silver into his eyes and ears.
Oh yeah, wasn't that supposed to be like his payment or something?
Yeah, something like that. I heard it actually was pretty painless because, like, by the time you'd actually start feeling it, it's already burned away your nerves or something like that. But I'll have to double check.
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna test it out.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, I don't
That
have
actually
the
reminds
willpower.
me. Yeah, that actually reminds me of a meme I saw where it's like it showed like Nikocado avocado, like you know how he's just like
Oh
all
yeah.
dramatic and whatnot. It's like 1/4 of Asia when I go back in time and give Genghis Khan a condom. It shows like him crying and disappeared.
Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad.
Oh no.
Right? Oh man.
It's crazy how many descendants he has.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. What did you guys think? Just kind of off the top of your head.
I think the top of my head is Russia, mainly because of the Chernobyl incident.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that almost like wiped out all of, that could have like potentially wiped out like all of humanity if it like taken under control quick enough, you know.
Yeah.
Would it?
So just the Soviet Union and just Russian and Slavic people in general are just very hardcore. It seems like,
They're very memeable though.
yeah. I don't know. It's kind of a tricky question because I feel like, um, yeah, because I feel like I'm not that great of an expert about history and all that, and I feel like I'm gonna offend a lot of people. But yeah, that's the first thing that pops in my head.
That's fine. That's fine. It's just whatever pops into your head.
For me, I just want to say the Spartans at any time in history.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as their city state existed, just because, I was watching this video, like a true story behind 300. So, and that was interesting. Just, them talking about how they'd raise the kids from a young to be soldiers and how they'd have a contest where they'd tie two kids up and start being the best was the winner. And the families would be sitting there saying, "Don't you wuss out. Don't you lose consciousness first, kid." So, and they'd like hand their kids the family shield and say, "Come back with this shield or on top of it." You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think one observer said they actually enjoy war because it's almost like a vacation from their training.
That's pretty hardcore.
I know. And then they go out and fight aliens in space. Who knows?
Jeez.
Right.
Actually, it's funny you say that because this season of collection just started, and a lot of the armor is like Greek inspired.
Wait. Say that again.
The new season of the Master Chief Collection just started, and a lot of the armor is Greek inspired.
Dang. Of course. Of course it is when I'm not around. That's kind of fun though. But yeah, that was all I was thinking of. But that was kind of fun. Um, yeah, I guess a lot of people know about the Spartans, but the movies kind of dramatize them, of course.
Yeah, off a graphic novel.
Yeah,
300.
yeah. Have you guys seen the second 300 or whatever?
What the movie?
302.
Well, there's
302
wait.
Dalmatians.
No, no, no. There's gosh dang it. Let me look it up really fast because there's the 300 movie which everyone's seen. Um, and then there's 300 Rise of an Empire. Sorry, came out in
It
like
sounded kind of weird.
2014.
I haven't seen that one. It looks really interesting though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got 45% Rotten Tomatoes. Oof.
Oh, you just saw that? Yeah, 45. Let's not 79% like the movie. Let's see what the 51% audience score. Ooh.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to me.
Yeah, because wasn't it a lot more fictional than the 300 movie?
Yeah,
Yeah, because 300 itself has 89% on Rotten Tomatoes for audience and 83 like this movie. I'm amazed we didn't watch that when we lived together.
yeah.
We were kind of
What
like
the
on a
heck?
violent movie streak, weren't we?
Yeah, we were. I mean, me and Lemon, we did all the John Wick movies. That was really fun.
That's true.
And yeah, we watched some horror movies too. That was kind of fun.
Did you ever see the first 300?
No, we never watched it. Not
Huh.
together, at least.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a spooky month, people. By the way, it was
Oh yeah.
last week too, but we forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're halfway through the spooky month.
Yeah.
We're almost
Oh
halfway.
wow,
Almost.
we are coming up to our 1 year anniversary.
Oh, we are.
Yeah. How can we
Really?
forget this, guys?
Started last year? Wow.
Yeah, because we talked about another.
Oh, that's right. I remember that now. Was that our
Let's
first podcast?
um
Was that our
yeah, I
first
believe it
topic?
was. Yeah, we talked about another. It was we published on the 30th.
That was our very first
Oh
one?
man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow. Look how far we've come.
Let's see if we can reach 10,000 followers, people. Okay, no, no.
I
That'd be
think we'll
kind
be lucky if we get 1,000.
of. We'd be lucky if we get 100. Okay. I mean, we're very thankful for everyone that listens. We really do this for fun. Um, when we're old and decrepit, we'll listen to these and cry.
Yeah.
All right. But anyways, let's move on to the next topic. Mako, would you like to introduce yours?
Sure. So for that mini topic, uh, I saw No Time to Die, the last James Bond Daniel Craig movie.
I didn't even know that came out.
Yeah, it was on Friday.
Okay. That explains
So
why you
went and
haven't been
saw
able
it.
to play Dread.
What's that?
I said that explains why you haven't been able to play Dread.
Yeah, between that work and to watch Dog.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry I interrupted you.
Not that I mind watching dogs. I love dogs. Anyway, um, yeah, I watched it last week. I think it's probably the worst of the Daniel Craig movies, the James Bond ones. But I still have to see it. So, and honestly, I'd say the majority of the James Bond movies actually aren't very good. They're just fun to watch. Like the Roger Moore era is my favorite because even though most of them aren't really good at all, they're just ridiculous and goofy and funny, like just fun. I think that's most of the reason why James Bond is popular. Really, it's just fun.
Was Octopussy, was that Roger Moore?
Oh yeah, that was Roger Moore.
That was really ridiculous.
Yeah, the circus performers taking out the armed guards.
Yeah, I am actually amazed that that movie hasn't like blown up in the past few years. Just being based off its name.
Oh,
I feel like just the name would become a meme.
Yeah.
I'm surprised You Only Live Twice hasn't gotten like the whole cancel it nonsense.
Oh goodness, is that the one where he goes to Japan?
Yeah.
That one's so bad. It's kind of funny though, but it's so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, when I was about to go see No Time to Die, I was looking up some quick reviews just to get an idea of how prepared I should be.
Yeah.
Like, whether I should be disappointed or excited. Prepared to be disappointed. But, yeah, like, one of the reviews I read said, I loved his Bond. I loved watching his movies since I was young. But the problem is that he represents British imperialism and white supremacy. And I just, like, shut the article off. I was like, just shut up. Oh my gosh! Can you actually tell me think about the movie instead of how your social politics relate to it? I don't care.
Yeah.
So, but I think we can all agree You Only Live Twice was pretty bad. For those of you viewers who don't know, as part of it, they tell he has to become Japanese. So he give him like some Vulcan style eyebrow and wig. It's like you can't call it racist because it's not discriminating against anyone, but it's it's kind of insensitive, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very bad picture.
Yeah, I guess you could say that about most of the early Bond movies. You could say they're misogynistic. Like Bond, Sean Connery's Bond like slaps a girl on the rear end and says, "All right, get along now. The men need to talk."
Oh yeah.
So, but I mean,
And
yeah.
then there's
Oh, no, go ahead.
oh, it was the one James Bond that only did one movie, and
Oh,
he's like in the mountains.
George Lazenby.
Yeah, yeah, he just like hits on every single girl that's there. There's like 15 of them.
Oh, yeah. The one girl's like, "I have to see you again. How about 8 o'clock?" And she leaves. Another girl comes by. "I have to see you again. Oh, how about 9?" And then as he's walking around, another girl gives him like a look, and he goes, "Oh, 10 o'clock."
That's
uh,
so bad.
yeah. Well, I mean, it was a different era. What are we gonna do? Yell at people that didn't know any better?
Yeah.
So it was still fun to watch. But yeah, I'd say if you're a fan of action, go see it. If you do want an intelligent story, don't see it. If you're a James Bond fan, see it anyway.
Yeah.
So, anyways, my main topic was actually a little bit ago. I was watching a video. Watch Mojo out a surprisingly ended video called 10 Video Games That Were Ruined by Morons. So, and it was basically about just, different video games that have kind of gotten ruined over the year by their own faces being toxic and, cruel to newcomers. So naturally, there's, League of Legends, Dota 2, Overwatch. So to be honest, I've always had a really positive experience with Overwatch's community, but, I have heard stories here and there. So I just wanted to know, like, what do you guys think? I mean, I think we talked before about multiplayer versus single player games, didn't we?
Yeah, we kind of did a little bit, not necessarily in a general sense, I think, but why
Yeah,
were you wanting to talk about that then?
I guess we could talk about that a little bit. But I mean, has ever had really bad experiences like that with a multiplayer game? I mean, with Overwatch, every now and then, we'll lose, and some idiot goes, "Oh, you guys suck. Oh, you don't know how to play." Usually, I say, "Oh, don't be such a baby. It's just a game," and they just piss off.
Yeah, yeah. Um, well, the most recent experience I actually have that, except it was more of trolling. It was on Monster Hunter.
Really? Oh, yeah. I think I think I was there for that. Or are you
Yeah, you
talking
might
about
have
Rise?
been.
Or
Yeah, it was Rise.
okay, maybe not.
I might have called you afterwards though. There's this one guy. I'm assuming it's a guy. I apologize if not. And if you guys have played Monster Hunter games, you usually go in teams of four, and you go on a hunt and all that. And just doing a hunt, there's one of those specialized ones. I can't remember what it was called, where you kind of build towers, kind of like a tower defense
Yeah.
mode. And we're just kind of trying to carve the monster, get our winnings, I guess you could say. And the guy just kept like putting bombs down and breaking them when I'm trying to collect stuff. So it keeps knocking me in the air and I can't get anything. Um, Luckily I was able to get my rewards and everything, and then he just kept sending me messages like you're a noob. And then he sent me a friend request and you could put like a title underneath your name, and he just put you're like you're a noob or you suck or something like that. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like I've never had any problems with people in that game. Yeah, there's might be people that don't do that well, but it's like I didn't hold the team back. I didn't do anything. I probably actually led them a little bit in some parts. And it was like he had no reason to. It was just doing it just to do it, and it kind of really bugged me. I'm like, why? It had no reason to. But
Kid.
I mean, other than that, like I've played Halo, and it's mostly just people overconfident. Um, and
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't want to say anything, but like I wasn't that bad at the game, and I usually kill them anyways, so it felt good. But other than that, it's mostly just guys trying to hit on any female that they hear.
Oh no.
Uh, that's always been a problem, and probably always will be.
Yeah.
But super toxic. I haven't really had that much of a problem because I'm usually pretty good about muting people, or I'll just kick them if I'm able to.
Yeah. Actually, since we've been talking about it, I did think of another one, or two of them. So one that comes to mind was when I was playing EA's Battlefront. There's like a mode where you're kind of playing tag. Like it's you and a squad of normal soldiers against as a hero versus, 3 players are normal soldiers. You just kind of switch back. So there was this guy playing Boba Fett. Like I was the one who finally got to him, and he did a good job. And I thought, yeah, that guy was good. So then it was my turn to be a hero, and he like immediately came for me, gunned me down as fast as he could, and then started like teabagging my body. I was like, okay, dude, what's your problem? Like, it's not gonna go to kill him, which I did. Climbed to the top of this point and started sucking down on people. So I started taking shots at him, and he turned personal shield generator and started doing like this axing emote while I'm shooting at him. So that pissed me off. So he came down, fought each other. I just barely killed him. Just for the fun, I did a little like finger gun emote at his body, like knowing he was watching. That felt good. So, and then I got killed by Fear, but it was still worth it.
I mean, at least he died an honorable death by Darth Vader.
Yeah. Like, I guess another time would be this guy, early his Overwatch. He seemed like he was going to be.
Say again. Say again.
Yeah. The other would be in the early days of Overwatch. There was this guy who seemed like he'd be fun. He was just joking with everybody, but then we had a trouble against the enemy team, didn't get anywhere. And so halfway through the match, he gave up. He just started saying, guys, let's just quit. We're not going to win. So he hung back in the waiting area and did nothing for the rest of the match. And then when we lost, he just said, you guys don't know how to play. You don't know what you're doing. You can't aim. You all suck. So my sister who was playing with me at the time told him to piss off, and he just typed ha 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 in the chat. I was like, never wanted to reach through a screen and strangle someone before, so this is new.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, the best thing to do is just ignore them. If no one responds, no one cares.
I think what pisses me off about it, it's not so much what they're doing, it's more just the cowardice and the stupidity of it.
Yeah.
You know? But I guess the fact that they're sinking that low over a video game is just, it says a lot about them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's kind of tough though when if it's chat, it's usually not too bad because you can ignore them pretty well. It's when they're doing stuff in game like that, not helping or sabotage you on purpose. It's just like, all right, just leave, please. You're just ruining it for everyone else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, only enough on
How
the.
about you, Lemon?
Oh.
Lemon, have you dealt with any toxic players?
Not too bad. I don't really do too much online playing, but when I was really into Mortal Kombat, I did have a couple toxic matches where like the other player would just like one thing that really annoyed me, like I never had like any chat or anything like that, which is nice. It was just quiet, but there's a couple times where like I play like 2 or 3 rounds and like I get beaten a couple times, but once I finally like get the hang of it and I beat the guy like 1 round, he just quits. I was like, wow. As soon as I'm starting to actually do good, he quit, and Yeah, I've had a couple toxic ones too. I got teabagged, of course, and fatalityed and friendshipped a bunch, but um, yeah, not too bad. I think the thing that didn't bother me too much is because we didn't have a mic or anything like that, so it was all quiet. I feel like if I had a mic, it probably would have been a lot worse because like I would hear people get like yelling at me and being like, "Oh, you suck" and all that. It would be kind of annoying, but you can kind of
Yeah.
sense it more through their actions rather than hear them say it. So
Yeah, I feel like any fighter game would be so bad if there was a mic system.
right. I think for the PlayStation or the console versions, there is like a mic system for Mortal Kombat, but for some reason there wasn't one on the PC. So yeah, and there was a couple times where like I wasn't toxic, but I did like hold. I had no mercy because like I had like I've been like Beely Bruden like several times, but then I finally get like a newbie and like I just do the same thing to him. Like I'm not like I don't teabag him or anything like that, but I remember just being like, I've been through it, now you have to go through it now, newbie, and it's like wreck him.
Yeah, yeah. No, but imagine Smash Bros with mics on.
Like gosh.
But yeah, I don't know if you guys remember that one party that we had
Yeah, I remember that.
and like had Smash Brothers on. Yeah. Were you with us there, Lemon? I don't think you played.
I think I was there for that.
Yeah. Were you? Oh, you weren't? Oh, no, you weren't. Okay, okay. Uh, probably came for the food though.
Probably.
You what?
Yeah, I came for the food.
Yeah. Yeah, that, if I don't remember what he had. I think it was just pizza. But no, he wasn't that bad when we were playing. I think he was just talking smack after the fact. But all right. Um, you have anything else there, Mako?
Yeah, it's just kind of the single player versus multiplayer, but we can probably do that next week.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. We can talk about that single player versus multiplayer topic later.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll move on to Lemon. Uh, I think you were saying you also had kind of a small topic as well.
Yeah, how do I try to phrase this? So I was kind of wondering like what do you guys think about revisiting childhood uh childhood stuff that you liked? Because right now I'm thinking about um I came across like this old book series I used to read as a child, like when I was really young, like in elementary school. I was like, oh, I want to read it again, but like part of me's kind of worried, like it's not going to be as good as I remember, type of thing. And I was wondering what you guys think about that. Do you guys think it's a good idea to revisit childhood classics or childhood likes, or think it's better just to leave it alone and remember it, try to remember it, or yeah.
Um, it depends for me. Like I was actually just cleaning out a little bit of the closet not too long ago, and I was finding some childhood books, and I remembered like the covers and everything, but I don't really remember too much all the details of the stories. And I think I'd be okay just rereading those because I feel like I would share those if I had any kids in future or anything. Um, but like if it was like a book series, um, or maybe even a show, like the toys that I played with, I wouldn't play with, of course. Maybe Legos. I might build some Star Wars thing later on, but I don't see myself playing with those type of things, even though they do look nostalgic. Some of them I'm just too big for, and others I just don't want to put my time into it right now. And book series, I'd feel like I'd be okay with. 'Cause I don't know if you guys ever read Hank the Cowdog.
It sounds familiar.
I feel like I'd be okay with reading those again. They'd probably just be a little boring at some parts, but I think it'd still be kind of fun. So I'm not against it.
I'd say that I'm a
Yeah, I think it'd be good. Go ahead, Miko.
oh I was just gonna say that I'm all for it because I mean a lot of times I'll revisit something I liked as a kid, and it might be a game or a book or just some TV show or whatever, and I end up just liking it all the more because now I'm old enough to understand what's going on. Like I just kind of appreciate it more now that I'm older. So like what's something? Oh, like the '90s Spider-Man cartoon. Like my sister and I grew up,
Oh,
or the Batman the animated series. Like my sister and I grew up with that, and I remember thinking, this is kind of weird. Like the animation's a little weird. Like as a kid, I just watched it to watch it. But now that I'm older, like I'll rewatch them and say, you know what, these shows are actually really good because I'm old enough to understand what they're going for now.
yeah,
So I mean, heck, I ended up buying the entire Batman animated series for myself just because I ended up enjoying it so much.
yeah. I feel those are kind of not far in between, but you need to kind of look out for them. Because like another example of a show that I grew up with, I watched the original Power Rangers. But if you watch like the first episode, I think it's on YouTube or something. It's so bad.
Oh yeah, it's super cheesy.
Yeah, it might be funny if you want to watch it, but you wouldn't take it as serious as you did when you're a child.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you like it enough, though, you'll just be willing to overlook it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, we did watch the '80s Legend of Zelda. I mean, we didn't grow up with it, but
Oh yeah,
similar vibes, I guess you could say.
yeah, that was funny. Oh,
Oh my gosh. Oh goodness.
How about you there, Mako?
Yep, I remember that one meme.
Oh yeah, sorry, go on.
I just remember that one meme. It's like, oh boy, smoochie
yeah,
time.
Law
That's
and
totally
Order.
fine.
Man, the 80s were
Oh
wild.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. How
I
about
know.
you,
Did you?
Lemon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's good. I guess it depends on what you're going into, either or what you're revisiting. Because sometimes I'll revisit something, it'll be like absolute cringe, but other times I'll be like, yeah, this is good. It like reminds me of why I liked a certain thing, and like I appreciate it more as an adult. I guess one example I did recently, I rewatched the old Star Trek series, and it kind of like reaffirmed that I was like, oh, this is actually good. Like I appreciate it more as an adult now, even more than I did as a child. So I guess it's one way to decide if something's really good and if it holds up to the test or holds up to nostalgia, I guess.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, because there's a lot of nostalgia factor that plays into things from when we were children. That some of them are kind of cringy and kind of dumb. Um, and I kind of feel like a lot of kids nowadays are gonna listen to Baby Shark and like, oh yeah, I can see how this is catchy and everything, but holy crap, it's not that good of a song. Uh, and just kind of things like that.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Uh huh.
Um, just reminded me that my sister, we kind of grew up with Ducktales too.
Yeah.
So my sister rented a bunch of the DVDs from the library, and we started watching them. Oh man, they were so cheesy. Like I think she took them back a few days later because like, yeah, the show actually kind of sucked. But at the
Why
same,
didn't you guys just? Why didn't you just bring like chips or something for all the cheesy?
shut up.
All right.
No,
oh goodness.
no, but I mean the funny thing is, yeah, looking at it, you do have to remember, oh, it's the '80s. Yeah, it was directed at kids, so it is going to be kind of cheesy. But just watching that and then watching the new DuckTales, which actually has really clever, like, well-written episodes. It's kind of like, how do I put it? It's kind of growing up and eating at a five-star restaurant and then trying to eat like bargain brand macaroni and cheese the next day. Like you remember it as a kid and you appreciate it, but it's just not as good.
Yeah.
So
Some things definitely don't age as well as some other things.
yeah. I mean, in DuckTales' case, I know there are people that still love it, and I'm sure there are people that prefer the original, and that's fine. You know, it's just me. That's just my personal taste.
So, side note, Lemon, did you ever watch the Shark? Is it Shark Street? Shark Fight?
Oh, Street
Oh,
Sharks.
Street
Street Sharks.
Sharks. Yeah. Did you ever watch that?
Oh, I have it. It's sitting on my shelf though. I've been like looking at it. I'm like, I should watch that, but I haven't gone around to it
We
We
could just do
bought
like
that
one
for
episode.
you.
Yeah, we did.
yet. You did.
I know we were supposed to watch it
Maybe.
together. We're sorry. Maybe we can do that.
Maybe we can. Yeah, as I say, we can like do that for an episode or something. We can like watch it somehow and have our take on it.
Or we can watch it live and let our listeners join us. God.
That's a
That'd
good
be
idea.
fun.
just start a Twitch or we just watch it. We probably get shut down though.
I don't know. There's a lot of reaction channels out there that are blowing up. You never know. Maybe this will be our. This is how we'll blow up by watching Street Sharks.
Wait, do you guys remember the Logan? Was it Logan Paul or I think it was Jake Paul? Anyways, one of them they like fought like an ex boxer, an ex professional boxer,
Oh yeah.
and it was this guy. He streamed it on I think Twitch, but you couldn't share it legally, but he just let people watch it in the reflection of his sunglasses.
Oh gosh, that's very clever.
So he had like the whole show, the whole fight, just on his sunglasses. It was pretty funny. But
Well, there was a guy that streamed an MMA fight, and he just pretended like he was playing UFC.
oh yeah, but no, it's kind of fun.
Modern solutions create modern, or modern problems require modern solutions.
Can't believe that guy just acted like he played a game. Like, look at these graphics.
Oh goodness.
All right.
But yeah, that's about it for my topic. I was just curious what you guys thought about that.
All right, sounds good. So I guess that's it for now. Even though we said they were kind of short topics, we took up a good chunk of time there.
Yeah.
So
All right, check that out. Funny how that happens.
I mean, if we were in our apartments, we'd probably speak for another hour just talking about random stuff. But
Okay.
we are all separated.
Sad.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Yeah, if you could, Lemon, if you want to watch one episode, and you can talk about it for next one, that'd be kind of fun.
Sure, I'll do that. I need to get my PlayStation out and do some stuff with it as well. So that'll be good.
Is that your DVD player?
Yeah, that's my DVD player right now.
Good. All right. Well, that would be it for this week. All right, if you guys, anyone listening, we do appreciate any likes or comments and all that good stuff. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you guys next time. Hopefully we'll try do this again weekly or bi-weekly, just however schedules work out.
Bi-weekly, is that twice a week or every other 2 weeks?
Bi-weekly is
Every 2 weeks.
yeah.
I see. Naruhodo.
Well, goodbye everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye. Thanks for watching or listening or whatever.